Shackles off Diddy, Sean Combs court victory, more wild FO party details exposed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Leenda, and this is For the Record, Your Honor. I just wanted to give a quick hello and shout out. Welcome to new members, Anita, M-Player, and Juicy Couture. According to multiple news outlets and public sources, Sean Diddy Combs' attorneys are heated and working fast to get down to the answers of how prosecutors got their hands on personal notes he had inside his Brooklyn cell. Yes, that means there was some sort of shakedown, a cell raid, or an incident, possibly a correction officer, but we don't really quite definitely legitly know the details and how it all came to be. We did learn that a prisoner phone call had, been recorded and listened to that had more information exchanged than what you would think a prisoner would, just not discuss while behind bars awaiting trial. On November 18th, news came out regarding this mess, and Business Insider has confirmed that Sean Combs' lawyers said that prosecutors took improper possession of his handwritten notes. These notes were not just daily reminders or affirmations. They were being said to have been privileged attorney-client details, which can mean it includes information about the crimes, dealings, harming, the SEX beep beep, money racketeering, things that are missing that the feds may be looking for, and more so, like tactics, ideas to use in court for his battle. Many people behind bars awaiting their day in trial tend to spend a lot of time reading, writing, and researching for their case, not just to beat time, but for their self to be prepared. We have seen this before. Sometimes it makes a huge difference and very good, and sometimes, like Daryl Brooks, it makes you look like a fool. Diddy, in my opinion, is smart when it comes to business, but man, is he stupid when it comes to covering his tracks lately, because he still thinks and lives like it's the peak of the 90s. He got too comfortable, if you ask me. He figured he's allegedly got the blackmail, the money, the fame, and no one would dare challenge him or go up against him. If they attempted or threatened to, his typical MO and plan is the NDAs. It scared people and it worked for all these years, so he probably just assumed we all good, fam. Now, if you didn't watch the live I had the other evening, check it out. I will link it down below in the description area for you to watch. We quickly ran through the music industry suspects and how corruption has been and ongoing as a theme in the business. But we go back into reviewing Jonathan Ottie's interrogation footage from 2018 and even hear things we didn't notice the first time around, which was a year ago. I really do believe, in my opinion, speculation, Jonathan Ottie is involved somehow with this ongoing investigation. The agencies most likely have approached him to help guide with details on what to look for or who to speak with, as Ottie knew the inner circle and was personally and literally in bed with Sean Diddy Combs, meaning he definitely knows some secrets. The footage that has been on the internet for years shows no redactions, but no one cared to hear his words about Cassie, Rick Ross, Khalid, Diddy, because while he looked crazy bringing a pew-pew into the Trump property in Florida, people just instantly linked it to politics and not for the reason he claims why he was actually there, which was to speak to Trump to send out a message to America about how people are duped by fame, money, when the rich elite are playing gangsta with the funds they gain from us, and how their personal greed is making dealings all over the world, possibly with all the wrong people in all the wrong places. And for all the damn wrong reasons. Diddy's lawyers wanted an evidentiary hearing in which prosecutors would explain what was taken and why, starting with a letter asking U.S. District Judge Arun, I'm going to say this wrong, I'm sorry, Subramanian, to set an immediate hearing date right away and demand to know who had authorized the search of Mr. Combs' sleep and living area with personal effects and paperwork at the federal jail in Brooklyn. His lawyers for trial, Mark Angifilio, wrote and signed a message stating that the targeted seizure of pre-trial detainees' work, product, and privileged materials created in preparation for his trial is outrageous government conduct, amounting to a substantive due process violation. Just a reminder, Sean Combs has been held at the detention center since mid-September when arrested on federal indictment alleging he engaged in decades-long pattern of physical harm against multiple victims, including FOs that might have had attendance of minors. Sean Combs remains in custody, but also in the eyes of the law is still innocent till proven guilty. Yet, in my opinion, speculation, he's quite guilty as fuck. And in my opinion, it was proven. He still has a right to trial, but for the love of God, please keep him behind bars. Lawyers for Diddy still stand by the narrative that the people claiming to be victims are accusers and the SEX was consensual and having a financial incentive behind their lies. While working on another bail offer and battle, they had learned of this information that the jail had been in possession of such materials, which were referenced in a 30-page memo opposing the third bid at bail. The argument the center had for keeping Combs detained includes allegations that the alleged multi-millionaire music mogul was trying to obstruct justice by contacting witnesses, including a woman he hoped would publicly support him. It had also been made clear that unlike what Diddy's lawyer said, this was not a targeted search. These notes were obtained during a pre-planned nationwide sweep of BOP facilities. Prosecutors assured the defense team and the judge that the seized materials were reviewed by an independent government filter team to remove any attorney-client communications at collection to shield prosecutors from seeing such details. Excuse me, Your Honor. Just a quick message. If you love this channel and want to see it expand more and you are able and willing, please feel free to make a donation towards more content, studio supplies, and even gas and fuel costs for road trips and planned adventures that I would love to show you and bring you along for the ride. I know money is tight and difficult for many. Oh, trust me, I get it. So please don't feel that you must if you can't. A simple thumbs up and or comment on this video helps a lot in itself and is always much appreciated. Thank you for your continued support, and back to the video. The judge overseeing the case against Sean Combs has officially ordered federal prosecutors to destroy several pages of the handwritten notes. The judge even said the government should not be in possession of at least 19 of those pages. It had been said that when Diddy appeared in court, he flashed a big smile as this was the first time he was not shackled, something his defense team won an argument and fought for. Feeling more free, it was even reported that Sean Combs hugged each of his lawyers in the courtroom. When deciding if the papers were actually attorney-client privilege and a concern, Diddy's lawyer Angifilio argued they were all subject to that, as Sean's handwriting showed the word legal written on the pages. Wow. Virtually every single thing in these legal pads are matters he discusses with his attorneys, Angifilio said. This has been a complete institutional failure. A member of the prosecution team disagreed. Self-labeling something legal does not actually make it subject to the attorney-client privilege, the prosecutor, Christy Salvik, said. The government received these materials through a complete appropriate channel. So what she means about the completely appropriate channel, she's trying to explain that this is nothing new when they do these nationwide sweeps. Like I said earlier, a lot of people behind bars awaiting trial work on their cases, prep things for when they're ready to speak with their lawyers. They have a right to do that. That is their human right. Yes, when you're in prison or behind bars, a lot of your human rights goes out the door, but they still got to feed you. They still got to give you a bathroom. Of course. So they are allowed to do that. But what Christy Stalvik was trying to say is that he wasn't targeted and he wasn't pinpointed on purpose. It wasn't just him. He wasn't singled out from everybody else. They know that there could be things in these cells that are going to be for their trials or their cases or whatever it is. Maybe they're writing a book, but they have a team in place to filter such things so they don't have this type of issue play out and cause a mistrial or what have you. So his lawyers are trying anything and everything is how I'm seeing it. According to ABC News, prosecutors cited Combs's notes in their argument against granting Combs bail, saying they left a strong inference that Combs had paid off a potential witness, which was something we did hear about not too long after the raid when he was still out. The judge said he would no longer consider the example when he decides whether to release Combs on bail during a hearing on Friday. Outside the courtroom yesterday, news also broke on page 6 regarding more details about the wild after parties of the other wild Diddy parties, and it is just disgusting. The headline reads, Sean Diddy Combs' wild party aftermath exposed, bloodstained sheets, lubricant, condoms, Coca-Cola. Yes, we are speaking in code. Shout out to you, YouTube. And the mention of razors. Oh my. Video footage from a birthday bash Diddy threw in honor of his pal Meek Mill back in April of 2014 had resurfaced, where it was held at the Parisian Palace in Las Vegas, which Sean Combs rented for a shocking $25,000. Y'all, that was only for 24 hours. Oh my God. It was said that the property manager, Jason Hyatt, claims that he was left with a disgusting mess to clean up after the event. There were broken bottles of alcohol, used condoms, blood on the beddings, powder, razor blades by the hundreds, lubricant on the dressers, and all over the marble floors, he claimed to the outlet. Hyatt also claimed he had found panties, bras, and even 2 iPhones in the bushes behind the bowling alley. The Daily Mail obtained video footage of the star-studded party and claimed it included rappers Lil Durk and French Montana. French Montana does not surprise me. We've seen him in pictures of the parties, the yacht gatherings, even the what was it called? The Black Billionaire Brunch, I think Diddy calls it, with Jay-Z. The pricey pad was crowded with guests that ate sushi off of naked women bodies as they laid on the table, per the video. Ugh. Just like Katy Perry's video, Bon Appetit. Good Lord, please don't tell me that was her initiation video. Oh, gross. Combs' assistant relayed specific requirements that were needed from the property manager for their stay. They requested that all interior bedroom door locks were to be ordered new and left unopened for their arrival for security purposes, as they would need to supervise the installation, he claimed to Daily Mail.
Bruh.
Okay. And both keys were to be given to Mr. Combs directly and nobody else. Get the fuck out of here. That just reeks creep. My God. Hyatt claimed the dad of 17 asked for double-sided locks on bedroom doors to be left unlocked for guests' arrival, with 2 sets to be given to Diddy. No.
Nope.
The property manager said he was given a rough estimate of 850 guests for the mansion party, and we agreed a fee of $25,000. Yeah, for 24 hours. However, 900 guests showed up. Of course. Hyatt claimed most of the guests participated in the rug-fueled festivities and described Combs as being wasted. He says he agreed to stay on site during the party in case of any problems arose during their stay. I told them I have a detached guest house in the rear of the property. Oh, thank God. And that unless they summon me, I will stay there, he said. My God, can you imagine? He was just like listening and hearing all the noises and sound. Oh, my Lord. He was probably freaked out. I explained to them that the mansion is a period home. Oh, no. Which meant all bedroom doors were solid wood and solid brass mortise type locks with crystal door handles and skeleton keys. Oh, I love those. Just like classic homes, Victorian style. Oh, Diddy just ruins everything. Hyatt also claimed Combs and his team wanted to bring their own smoke detectors. Oh, no. Hell no. Hell no. They stated his policy mandated the use of smoke detectors in all areas of the homes and guest houses, which I replied, we have. They said they would prefer brand new ones that would have them shipped to me. They would install them upon the arrival, he shared. Get the fuck out. No. I bet you those are like video cameras, so he could just like temporarily record everybody at the party and then remove it and bring it home.
No, God, please, no.
Because why else would he spend money to put new installations at a place that he's only going to have for 24 hours? I don't like this. I do not like this at all. They said the detectors will be temporary. They said the detectors will be a temporary attach and removed after the event, and I agreed. Oh my God. What did I say? What did I tell y'all? Hyatt said the party ended around 3 a.m. and claimed that there was rampant Coca-Cola use all over the 7.5 million property. Yeah, that don't surprise me. He's in love with the cocoa. I thought it was powdered sugar everywhere. Oh my God, don't be that naive. Jeez. Alleging that he collected around half an ounce of the Coca-Cola from the residents. Oh my gosh. Page 6 has reached out to both Combs and Meeks reps for comment, but did not immediately hear back. Of course. What the hell do you guys think of all that? I mean, we knew these parties were a mess and just like wild as hell. But how disgusting. So gross. No care in the world either, just leaves it like that. Are you serious? That's somebody that just really thinks he's above everything. The law, everyone. That power, man. If he wants to know why he's behind bars right now, it's because his own selfish greed of power and money and fame. Fuck P. Diddy.